everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. I have day 3 and 4 for Ali Edwards' December Daily project. These 2 days come together really quick, and sometimes that's just the way it goes. It doesn't always have to be complicated, right? So normally I start my album at least with the first day story, or maybe even like we get these ornaments at the end of November, but this year we didn't get them until the 3rd. So this is kind of an annual photo that I take every year of my kids. I will link up in the eye a video that will take you to an older project of my kids, but I get them in front of the ornament wall and I take a picture of them, and it's amazing to see them grow and grow and grow. Especially my son. He's like, I don't know, he's like a weed. He just can't stop growing. Oh my goodness. So I take the photo and I make it, right outside the page protector, 7 by 8.25 inches. And I'm also going to use a 2 3x4 vertical pocket for some more photos of the kids. And I decided to go with the red and the black colors because I really liked that, and it played off of the kids' clothes really well. I pulled some craft phrases from a previous year and used my 2-inch circle punch for to add a little bit of movement to the page, and that way I could punch out some circles. I also did on that red paper, when I punched out the circle, it had like 4 asterisks on it, and the way that I positioned the 3, there's only now 3 asterisks that you can see. So that was kind of fun that I wound up being able to do that with the paper. So I have a word phrase sticker that says family. Well, it's not a sticker, but it's the craft phrase. And I'm going to use that along with traditions. I cut it out with my Cameo and I layered it on twice. And I needed to kind of pull up the number 3 so that way it could be a little higher. And then I will have family traditions. Because like I said in the beginning, this is a tradition we've done, oh my goodness, for years and years. I don't know. I'd have to go back through the photos to see exactly how long we've been doing this tradition, but it's a long time. And on the journaling card that I used from the main kit, I put story details. And then for that little 3x4 card, I'm just building like a stack of circles. So a large red one on the far left, a big black one in the middle, and then another half circle down at the bottom. And I'll use a craft phrase that says this moment matters. I also put a little like half black circle on the bottom right of the main photo. And I'll also add in some white chipboard stars as well, so that way I can add something with a little bit of dimension and it also matches the number. So I'm going to go ahead and scoot the stuff aside so that way I can do the story. The story was that this was our Saturday adventure, and we wanted to get them at Target because we've gotten them at Target for many, many years. But as of last year, they just don't have a really great selection. And we went to, I think, 2 or 3 different Targets, and most of their decorations were completely wiped out. So we decided to go to Hobby Lobby, just like we wound up doing last year. And after some careful consideration, the kids were able to find ornaments that they wanted to get. Because at first I didn't think they were going to. My son was leaning towards a different ornament, and so was my daughter, but they decided on ornaments, and my daughter got a glass frog, my son got a race car, and I got a bike with a wreath and also a really cute word that says joy. So those were all of our picks, and now I'm going to put everything back into the album. While I was putting it back in the album, I noticed that the back of the 2 didn't have anything, and so I just decided to add some black cardstock to it. And then I was like, okay, well, I got some new texture paste and I have a new star stencil. I'm going to go ahead and add some stars. I love doing texture paste during December Daily and just adding that little bit of dimension. I'm no expert, but I love playing with it, and I am going to add it to this cardstock, like I said, but it's going to get messy and not turn out quite the way I wanted to. But you live and you learn. So I am going to pull it back out, and then I use an IKEA card that I have. I don't know. It was from some IKEA program, but whatever. It's like a credit card. It's thick like that, and I can use it to scrape the texture paste. And my intention was to put it kind of diagonal from the two spots. So create two different spots. So one up at the top and one down at the bottom, and go in a diagonal direction. And I wound up with a big smudge on the bottom section, and I tried to fix it. But as you can see here, I'm like scraping it. I'm trying to fix it. It didn't quite work. You can still see the smear after it dried. So I'm probably going to revisit this and add some cardstock to it later on at some point, or maybe some sort of phrase. But for now, I have something that is on the back of that large tag, and that was my whole intention. So it all worked out. I got to play a little bit and I filled that tag. And now number 3 is done. Okay, number 4, we went out to kind of decide what we're going to do for a tree. And we wound up getting a blow up, like a blow up little thing for our front porch. We call it the Merry Menagerie, or I've also called it the Jolly Bunch. And we wound up kind of taking a family vote on what we wanted to get. And it was the alligator that we decided to get. And like at the last second, I remembered to get a photo of my daughter. So it was like just an instant photo, like take it real quick. And you guys, I was not expecting this photo. It was pure, utter joy that my daughter has at our new blow up. And she named the blow up Snap. And it's just absolutely the best and the cutest. And I'm so glad I just took that quick moment to get a photo, because her face is just priceless. So I blew that up to 5x7, and I'm also going to use one of these felt pockets from the Ali Edwards main kit, I believe. And I put Hello Snap using some glitter chipboard letters from last year. And when there was like a subscriber sale, I got another pack because I just love them so much. I dug through my photos from previous years, and I found a photo that I did not use for December Daily where the kids are like pretending to get rides from some of the blow-ups. And so that photo is 2020. So I'm going to use that down at the bottom. And I think that that photo is roughly 5x7, but it's just a really great way to kind of tie in, you know, the past years. And I was really happy to find that photo. I was hoping to find the photo of when we first started the blow-ups out on our porch, but I couldn't find it. So this worked just as well. And I put the double-sided tape on the back of the felt pocket. I also took the circle that's part of the felt pocket digitally. I took it and I clipped in a photo of Snap. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the back of the photo, I think after I do the journaling. So I'm just writing my lines and then I can journal out the story. I'm starting to notice that I have so much to say for these stories that I should probably use my clear sticker paper journaling, but I think there's just something really special about handwriting in December Daily, so that's kind of why I've stuck with it. So I just read out the story, like I said. I actually said that I think my husband secretly loves these blow-ups because he's the one that brought us right over to this section to kind of check out the new ones. And we were talking about how there's some really interesting choices, like there's a colorful rooster that you can have, and we all kind of chuckled at that. And then, like I said, took a family vote and decided Snap is the one that should come home with us. So I took the photo of Snap all blown up and adhered it to the back, and it didn't die cut quite perfectly to match the circle, so I just trimmed that off, and now I can put it back into the pocket. I'm going to add some red glitter chipboard, what is it called? Hearts. And I'll add those in a few different spots, and then I will be done with this page. Just simple and quick, but such a meaningful story. And I'm going to adhere it to the back of the previous layout because I'm notoriously forgetful for doing that. So I'm going to attach it. And then funny enough, you're going to see I used scratch paper. You can see it right there. It was probably math homework or something. So I glued it to the back, and now I'm done. And I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing these two stories come together. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. I'd love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. All right. I hope you have a great day. Bye.